Well, I just have a couple things because I could be quick and out of here before you get it started.
Yeah, you're gonna stay around just like the rest of us. This copier thing, is there any recommendations from either one of you guys?
I just look at it, yeah.
No, but I meant the people that actually use it.
No.
Oh, the copier?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you had a copier. I just need it to scan and copy. That's all I need, so I don't. She knew what I needed, so.
I'd say every day is a needing a huge copier.
Yeah, you need a copier and
Right,
you need
but
a scanner.
Right, but do you need a huge fancy one? I mean, are you still doing that volume of paper or?
Yeah. The other ones aren't cost effective.
Take a look at that, because you use these things.
Oh, yeah, she know, I mean, I told her what I needed, so.
Probably 15, 20 dirt bikes down in the, by the other road. And they weren't kids, we met.
Doing what?
While they were just parked talking, they probably had just come through.
Yeah.
All helmets and pads. And I said, yeah, they must have really dug up that road. Yeah,
Oh,
it'd be different.
Oh, yeah, the one.
I said it'd be different if it was kids. You guys were, yeah, your age.
It's gonna staple.
They're the worst ones.
We've never had them staple before.
As well.
No, she did the research on it, so I'm sure whatever she came up with is fine.
Stuff all at once. Well, we're gonna get fired up here.
Yeah.
This stuff here, I'm saying it's an injury report. We'd want to read it before we go off on anything. I'm just gonna set this stuff right here. So.
This person lives in East Fairfield and they want to know about putting up a vegetable stand. I did send a copy of that to Melanie also to see if there's anything, but she's asked about it because it's on a blind curve over there in East Fairfield as you're coming out, probably across from the old shed there in that vicinity.
Oh.
And I said I asked her if she was able to come tonight, and then she sent some pictures of what she was proposing, but you know, I'm not telling her she can have that or not have that. She asked, so I think it's between you guys and zoning, so.
Possibly state of Vermont too, right?
36, so yes.
Yeah.
State of Vermont. I didn't even think, I forget about that, Melissa.
Yeah, they got, it's 33 feet from the center of the road there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And last meeting, because there was 3 weeks in between meetings, I was proactive with doing an extension in case we needed it. Everything was done on time. We didn't need to file an extension. Grand list is lodged, so we're all good on that. So that was not needed. And sold a cemetery plot. So
Where's that money go? Just general fund?
I think it goes, yeah, everything goes in the general fund, but I think there's a line item for cemetery plots. Yeah. So that's all I have. Everything seems to be going smoothly with, other than the long hours.
Yeah.
But.
Thank God you're not one to complain.
No, I mean, it's just it was long days, and next week it'd be long days, but I think everything went well for the most part, so.
What about your friend on Bradley Road?
That they're dealing with him, and that's that.
She's already got a stand there, must be.
No, those are pictures of proposed. So Melissa, that's what I have to answer her. She'll have to check with the state, with district, whatever it is down there.
District 8, yeah. It's because it's under 36, especially if it's on a blind curve, they'll want to cut there and say.
Okay. Yep. I always forget that. Here, Tom, here's the deed for the cemetery plot.
The cemetery.
The Soul Swamp Cemetery, it's the only one that we have plots available as far as I know.
That we can sell.
That we can sell, we got other places, we just don't know who you'd hit.
And that's all I got. Any questions for me?
And this is right in East Fairfield, across from that old drain.
Yeah, right in that area.
Boy, that's gonna be that's a tough nut area.
Yeah, those are just prototypes of what she was thinking,
Yeah.
so.
But I don't even know where there ain't no place to park here.
No, she actually said they'd park over community center or whatever, but who knows?
Well,
So, anything? No? Okay, strawberry rhubarb.
well, basket,
Thank you, Linda.
Have a good night. Thank you.
basket.
See you, Linda. Stay back.
Unless you're a friendly face.
I'm good. No, they're good. At the end, you'll take one. I'll just go to
You've been through all these.
Come on up.
So I just want to get back to you guys, and let Brian also know I give consideration to that Northeast Regional Planning. I just didn't know, I have no problem doing it, I just didn't know who potentially, is Brian stepping down, or would it be the other guy, or is there a timeline, or?
Brian's on the phone, right?
Oh.
Somewhere here.
Yeah, no, I'm not stepping down, but I definitely would entertain if you're interested.
Yeah, I am, and I think, you know, if we could get together and kind of go over it, give some thought, and there's a lot of good stuff on there now. I just didn't know, there's a lot of different committees or boards that's a part of, is that right?
Oh, yeah, there's a myriad of, yes, there's a myriad of positions. And
Store this weekend.
they would embrace your experience, and there's Northwest Regional Planning, but there's a number of subcommittees within that. And, you know, quite frankly, I'd love for you to
So,
take my.
near the end?
I don't know.
I can't hear you there, Brian, what'd you say?
I would love, why don't we have a conversation?
Sure.
online? I'd love-
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you an email. and we'll get-
Okay, yeah, I just thought I might be here tonight, that's why I came and wanted to make sure, you know, let you know, because I got back to you, so about 3 weeks ago we talked, so. Yeah. And the other thing was, I was just gonna say, you know, the zoning and planning, you know, that position that opens up, or you guys expand at some point. I know somebody else is also interested in being a part of this with everyone on, so, you know, I know you guys are waiting to think of a bunch of stuff, but, just want to let you know, that's what I was, you know, I don't mind doing both if you need to do it, so.
She was doing some of that, she got a bad arm now, right?
She did.
Good hoof, whatever.
Yeah, no question. We tore a knee, no, she broke her kneecap last year. So it's just, that was a year ago.
It's like Cindy, by her pedicures down at Vicky Berry's. I go in there and say something, well, I gotta be honest with you, since I started bringing Cindy here for hoof trimming, she hadn't come up lame yet.
It's amazing that you still.
Well, anyway, I just want to say, you know, hey, appreciate it, and Brian, we'll just get together, and again, if the other stuff that there comes up, I know Melissa knows, I've been in contact with her about it, so
Yeah.
if there's anybody, I don't know if anybody's thinking about getting down, because one gentleman was in contact with me, and who said, hey, if you'd be interested, I said, well, I'll keep going to meetings and let you know, don't mind coming to it, it's no problem.
Is that gone anywhere now? Is it still in a phase?
What's that?
Well, I knew they gave me some time to start the next
I
process.
don't know.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, this will be a dry year to drill for wells, won't it?
Boy, I don't know.
If somebody got a truck stuck chopping, and I said, that must be one wet metal, if you could get a
What?
truck stuck. Yeah.
What was that, garden hose out here putting manure out? What the heck is that? That big, who spread manure with that? Look at it.
Drag line.
Oh, dragline, yeah.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah,
I was like,
injects it in the ground,
oh, is that what it does?
yeah. Well, no way to St. Albans, they do 40 footer, they fill that full of manure, and then they suck out of it to the system and
Really?
keep pumping it. Then go a few miles each way with it.
I saw that, it's pretty interesting. Anyway, so yeah, I don't want to take more of your time, but, you know, let me know. Now, Brian, I'll get in contact, let's get together and we'll chat about it. Cool. All right, guys.
The more work, stay for the rest of the meeting, and have a delectable dessert. No, that's what they're there for.
I'll grab one on the way up.
Yeah.
So,
Tell
yeah.
Linda you cook for her.
I did cook tonight, I had pork chops.
Oh, basket.
Sweet one even.
See you
All right, guys,
later.
thanks.
Anytime.
All right, take care.
Okay. one time originally, we were gonna meet up with Sheldon tonight, no, apparently.
Well, we said we were gonna meet with these two. that-
We tabled it last time, yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
we're gonna get this on.
So, next meeting,
Yeah. That's on the, what's her name's agenda.
I'll make a motion, we approve the warrants, since we all signed them.
You? I'll second it.
We're gonna get that one out of the way. Mole apparently is not gonna be here.
Okay.
Approval of the minutes, we'll wait till the next meeting.
Yes.
Hello?
That's not.
Tom, I left, wait for him.
Yep.
So,
He,
Understanding for NRPC to do a review of the subdivision.
yep, we signed both of them already.
All right, thank you. If you could just leave it on the table, I'll catch it up tomorrow.
Okay. I'll leave it in your notebook here.
Perfect.
We're ready to now, Kathy's.
Those are large workman's comp in 2019.
No.
Can you do that much? We just kept paying a salary, didn't we?
I know, but that insurance one, we need to have a discussion
Yeah.
next meeting. It's,
That seems excessive.
I believe it was that much, but if, we've been working on an insurance quote for a year, it's ridiculous. It's driving me crazy. So we want to go through them real quick and just check them off.
What seemed to be the most official way to go about this?
Remember one, does anybody know what that was about? Bring the binder?
that's just a binder, it's nothing.
So that's nothing.
Did you have your pond association meeting?
Yes, no, we haven't had a meeting yet, there's a newsletter out.
Zoning update,
I think, I don't know if we need to go through that, really, do you? I think we do the Pent Road thing with the unlocked gate.
Kathy said you wanted Melanie and I here for a zoning update.
yep, just the way she had it written here was, we were kind of hoping you'd be able to come to the meeting, but given how you didn't get the memo about COVID, I guess.
I'm still testing positive, so I would rather not.
No, I don't
Why don't
blame
we
you.
just plan on
I
the next
appreciate it.
Why don't we just
Yep.
plan it to the next one?
So, do you want to do that, Melissa? I think it'd be better if we're all in person, because the sound here is horrible, and I'm the only one that can hear it, and it's sitting right between the three of us.
Okay, so you want us to wait until the next one?
Why don't we do that? It makes more
In
sense to me.
Yeah, I think it's just
Can you hear me well enough?
barely.
Barely.
Tom and Gavin can barely hear you, and Ron's at halfway up the table, he can't hear you at all.
Okay, so we can wait then. There's nothing imminent, like nothing is happening right now.
Yep, no, and I think it's more like we've discussed with all the other boards in town. We need to
Stay on top.
get
of
together
stuff.
and catch up once in a while with that as the topic, and we can do it next meeting, that's fine.
Okay.
Unless you have anything else you want to share with us?
No, I don't.
Perfect.
Thank you, hope you feel better.
Yeah.
Thanks, I don't feel too terrible right now, but
Well, I know last year when I got that, it was a month I didn't do beans. When I came back from Ireland, it just,
Wow. Paying for that trip now, aren't you?
okay.
All right.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa. Yep.
Oh, our man Mo appeared.
Okay, we'll do it. Thank you.
With the cat drag in.
Yeah. Hey, Mo.
More of an alley cat dragged in. He's a good boy though. Mo and I went for a ride on Chester Arthur the other day. Because we had some that wanted us to start from Chester Arthur down to, I don't imagine, no matter how we go at it.
And said I went from the Four Corners down through.
Mhm.
And I was gonna say, what, a little bit, about 76,000, if I was true money, I'd just keep paying.
I would keep paving till we run out. You know, if we have that extra, have you been on Chester Arthur in a while?
Yeah, I tried to avoid
It's really,
So that was the figure, that they 76,000 more, or?
well, no, what Kathy is suggesting that with the grant we got, the bid came in for 200,000 and the project cost we signed for is 278,769. After our matching of 78, we'd have a balance of 76,000 left. And I'm thinking, depending where you wind off, we might go, if they're there and it could do us a, rate because they're there, maybe we
Right.
should do as much as we could. Because
I would use it up either there.
yeah,
Right, that's what you're saying.
Yeah. I would think it'd be wise because it's going to take at least 3 years to do that whole thing. If we don't raise our paving budget some.
it. Right.
I mean, if we started with that and we put the other some, we'd probably wind up by Ince Road. Would you guess? Do you think that's possible?
Depends where we're starting.
Say you started right on, right at the end.
That's what I'd start at the beginning and go.
Go and see how far we can get with it.
Because if, with, Mike and I can't remember.
Cousin Joe?
Cousin Joe, he was pushing a little bit better, intro somewhere in there, but he
Yeah.
said.
And I would get in contact and say, we've got.
We may have some extra here. Can you work with us to give us as good as
If we keep on, and
Yeah.
Just to give them a
same price, keep on.
Yeah.
just to give them a
Forewarning that we
Right,
could- we-
right. He doesn't need 10 trucks, and it's 15 or whatever.
Yeah.
So why we don't wanna do it the last day and say, oh. we
Right,
got
right, that's what I mean, just headed down the road.
Yeah.
You wanna get away from the intersection right there, so you waste a lot of money and.
Well, that's what I was wondering.
Just start,
That's not that bad, the intersection
No, right.
itself, is it? You know how wide that is?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, theoretically, originally it must have been narrowed up, right? And then we just kept spreading it out.
you're gonna waste a lot of pavement right there in time. But
No, I agree with Ron. Start before past driveway or something, because it's not that bad. It's once you get started
Right.
on over that
Right.
hill, it goes.
I was looking at it today, it's,
I agree with you on that
Yeah.
one, Ron. We could, if we had to, we could do the other one, we do the North Road sometime.
Right, the intersection would make more sense to do as an intersection. Do we want Mo to go out and say 500 feet? Let's just make it stupid, simple, clean.
Yeah.
Starting at 500 feet. and
300,
progressing.
500 would get you past Pat's.
Mo could just mark it.
Yeah, you could just mark it with spray paint. This is where we're starting.
Yeah,
You can go
that's
from
what I
here.
say.
Use your judgment on it, and you think if
Start
at
out.
150 we ought to start, well then that's where we're at.
Dip in a road or something where
Yeah.
they're gonna cut it anyways to blend it.
Right,
Right.
yeah. I think I'd get us the biggest bang on the road for,
As soon as somewhere after it narrows down.
yeah, somewhere after it narrows down.
Roughly.
Because that first part isn't, I don't think it's that bad. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not perfect, but it's
No,
not
I
that
know.
bad. But boy, once you start down through, you think, oh, this is bad, then you're,
Yeah, it's gonna take a lot of shimming,
yeah.
but that was in their bids. So
Right,
I mean, it's just gonna shim up through the rest of it, so.
Yeah.
That's what that would be my suggestion for thing is to use it up this year.
Yeah.
While we're right there set up, we need that road that's done anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's gonna get pounded.
Do we need a motion to do that, or?
No, we've already, the
Same
budget's been
budget.
passed, so we don't need, we just determine where the heck we're gonna do stuff.
you know, it's money. Just around August, cause that James trucks is 17, so it's on a cycle to
Yeah.
be traded next year. And, just, thinking if you were going to, as soon as you can get on that,
Make it,
if you're going to, right, you're going to buy one, yeah, we're going to buy one, and get on that list to get, you know, or
Yeah.
get it in time to get on this list and,
for you, for a big truck, for that one?
Yeah.
So his is the oldest now?
Yeah.
How much?
yeah.
How many miles on it, roughly?
I think 89, 85, 89, somewhere there.
Well, I guess it's time to start seeing what they do for price, and it's gonna be scary enough, I suspect.
Mm-hmm. Because they went out, I forgot what he said. I stopped saying about it. I goes case.
Going up and just availability, and all, somebody said they were waiting, they ordered a truck, won't be until next February.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody was telling me,
Two companies won't even give you, like, I'll give you, say, they'll give you a date.
yeah, they won't even give you.
They
confirmed
won't
date.
even, right now Freightliner is still there, but I
Yeah.
think International one, I think Kenworth was there.
I gotta think, personally, I think we've had pretty good luck with the straight runners. I could be honest with you. You know, they stay competitive on price. We don't seem to be running them back down there that often, do we?
No.
They don't tend to break down on us when we're out on the road working.
Goods for International still got that problem. They called that, I think Pat up there. And they said that as soon as we'll get a paper about it before they even know it's with that DEF fluid.
So something we gotta change.
Yeah,
I thought they put a Cummings depth system in those
they
motors.
did, but that's having a hiccup.
Oh, of course.
Chris was last winter.
Yeah.
Well, that's,
That's
yeah, I
international.
saw it there.
Yeah, Doug had that. Well, just get your mind out,
Yeah.
talking.
Well, some numbers wouldn't be a bad thing to have, just rough numbers,
Yeah.
so we kind of adjust ourselves for stickers.
Availability.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it may be a year and a half before you see it.
Yeah.
That truck's still running well, so
Yeah,
you haven't had too many major things with them, have you?
no,
That's good.
because, radiator issue was about 15, but it was under warranty and
Yeah.
they took care of it.
Are they pretty good about the warranty work? down
Yeah.
there? Now, that's the part I like too.
Yeah. They were,
Try nickel and diming you and shuffling you around.
I didn't realize where they were till I come back that way the other day.
Happened by it.
Yeah, well, I came Route 7 because I wanted to go to that Milton rental.
Yeah.
They got a big.
It's a big well, part of it is they've got those premium buses in there too.
Yeah.
They're part of that same thing. What's the other thing? But it's all their business.
Oh, yeah.
It's-
I mean, I couldn't, you know, carry right on the ash. You couldn't
Oh,
stop, you know.
should have stopped in on, they had a cafe in there, I don't know if they still do or not.
I think, I don't know, what's called came.
You'd think Sandy would take us down to lunch one day, but we haven't seen that from him. I don't remember a hat from that last bunch.
But they got it all hats, jackets.
Oh,
No,
basket.
no. We got 2 jackets and Sean ended up with one and I don't know,
I got one.
we got one.
Yeah.
See? Didn't get nothing but all that,
And that was 4 trucks ago. I think it is, it's Charlie Boy's on it. One jacket wear when you go to hockey games.
And starting with culverts next week, Luke Fair. Will be coming on next week.
I mean, you know,
Culverts. Quite a few up through there.
I was gonna say, you can quit.
I didn't know how far you were going.
Oh, most of them up through
You
there.
could do
Yeah,
all of
yeah,
them,
yeah.
I think you're smart to do them and get them.
They replace their,
Yeah.
all 18?
no,
sizes?
some 2-footers and 4-footer right after Goose Hill, right in Saga.
After you buy the 4 corners. Oh, go there.
Go here.
Kind of by where the old school was, isn't it?
I know down this way.
Down further?
Yeah,
Oh,
right
down.
by Baxter's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a 4-footer there. They're 18 and 2-footers.
I'd a lot rather see them in place and settled before we.
Yeah, we said next week we're gonna,
It'll be fun controlling them. What,
and we're gonna have to.
You're gonna shut the road down?
We're gonna have to close, it just
yeah.
takes a lot of time longer and it's,
Well, I think you do a better job.
yeah,
And there's options enough to go around it, it's not the end of the road.
right.
And they should have their feet
I'm
down by
hoping
then.
they're chopping up by miles there.
All the up and down now.
Yeah, get off and sand or.
Yeah.
Just a daytime closure, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, it'd be, 7, 8 o'clock. Try to push it close to 8, can,
Just let
people
let
can-
Kathy know or something,
Right.
like share it around so all the book face people can see it. Not be quite as ugly when they run into you.
Yeah, just put a sign down, both ends, and
they
check
can-
Brian or something, and say the road's gonna be
you
closed.
can plan, people can plan a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 is, talked to Jeff Faraday, the 24th when he was start at.
Oh, in July.
Yeah, 24th of July.
Yeah, that'll be a project.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, North Road.
Yeah.
Who's doing all the signage for that?
Jeff,
Jeff is.
he already got, when we got the bid, he got sideboard rented to work. I think he got him 17th, he gonna put him up. I think that's,
Like the week before.
yeah,
Give
the
them time.
17th. And
Yeah.
Well, getting there.
Yeah.
How are you? And your sand's still coming in?
Yeah, he started coming this week yet. Thursday or Friday? Friday he didn't drop in. Luckily something came up somewhere else.
Yeah. You about half full?
Hmm?
Are you about half full?
More than that.
Yeah, good,
More than-
good, 3/4.
Oh, good.
Yeah, for,
Good. Plenty of time to dry out.
Just last week is the only one, most of the stuff you drive was
dry
no
and
rain on
dry.
it at all.
And dry and dry.
Perfect.
Yeah, right.
Going out put a
Be
sprinkler
nice.
system?
January.
No.
Nice.
Jimmy was out front, when, and we're back for breakfast because of the trucks when they
Dump
rev
the
them up to,
Yeah.
not to rev far dump, with the fans there, and all dust all around it.
Yeah.
And his
Doesn't blow
windows
right
got all
down.
dusty, and you get in there, you can't see.
Yeah.
Yeah, come back here, he was, just that little bit of water, just kept it down.
Yeah. That room worked out okay that you did.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, perfect. Everything freezes and switches under,
Yeah.
it's already where it locked, so.
That's good. Keeps your mess over that way,
Yeah.
on dirt. Well. I guess if you got nothing else going, I'll go home and rest.
Sounds like a plan to me.
If I were coming in anyway, so you can bring that tomorrow,
Yeah,
so nobody's here anyway, so.
right.
I can put it with all the stuff.
Very good. That's good.
Oh, let's see later.
Finish running through her checklist. So next week or 2 weeks from now, Sheldon will be here. Figure out where the road. She invoiced the school. We already talked about paving. Stormwater master plan review.
Take something to eat with him on.
No.
Oh, keep your schoolboy figure.
Unless that figure, yeah, try to get that. I'll set it in my folder. I got- I'll set that
paper sign on it.
Have to do it and get that way. Where is this one? Where-
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Oh, I hadn't even read through it. Where is it? Yeah, different page.
Number 6.
Number 6. Let's see.
Number 6 is the energy audit.
But what is that, what they found?
Asbestos.
That's what I thought.
I talked to the guy after he got done and he was worried it was asbestos in the attic mostly.
Is that blown in, or Microlite, or whatever they call it?
Yeah. So somewhere's in here, he gave us a report, right?
Yeah, there's some report I've got to try to read it for the next one.
Up here, so one marks number 6.
Yeah. There's so much stuff here.
So we gotta wait to hear what the Swan must be, or do I meet with them?
Well, let's go to that next. Let's,
That's 7.
so yeah, Town of Swan, Mass, Brian Savage to arrange a meeting with Fairfield, possible attendance of our state senators and representative. So apparently we're, partially responsible for that bridge up
No.
in Reynolds Road.
Nope, that's theirs.
Current condition of the culvert located on their side of the boundary is a shared issue with Fairfield.
Well, in fact, it could go out, 'cause remember a few years ago,
They did go.
It
They did go
out.
out.
They dragged
that big
it
one,
back.
right? And they blacktopped over it or something.
They dragged the culvert back up, put it
And
in
then-
place, and it's,
Got a hole in it, and then they blacktopped over it, I thought.
yeah, so it is blacktop over it. It was before, but they replaced it.
But it is on their side though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that big storm,
Yeah.
they blew up from the pit.
Oh, they did?
So they basically want
Have a meeting and try to get some more money out
Right.
of the
to
state.
say the state's not giving us enough money to fix all the bridges that they want fixed.
Right.
Well, that's a perfect example though of the state kind of wasting their money, right?
Yeah,
If they just put a culvert in there, put 2 culverts in there, you'd be done. This is ridiculous to spend $2 million on a
on the
bridge.
bridge off in nowhere.
Yeah, just like Jura Road.
Yes.
I think we should get our state reps involved and,
Say, we need some more back to reality here, guys.
I mean, this, you can't, if you don't replace all those 5-foot diameter culverts with bridges,
Yeah. There's not enough money in Washington.
yeah.
It all sounds good on paper till you get it out on the ground.
Right.
Well, that's like they said that S5 wouldn't pass.
Oh, yeah.
You know, rebuild and they rebuild
Oh,
over.
they
rebuild.
weren't gonna listen to, and I was, a guy that bought Mom's house, he put in 2 of those heat pumps. And he bought the better ones, and every time when it was due, and I said, when you hit 20 above, I said, it kind of starts slowing down, doesn't it? And he goes, yeah. I said, when you hit 10 above, you almost ought to shut it off. And he was supposed to have the ones that would do below 0. And he says, you want why? When you're blowing cold air. And the furnace is kicking on. So I said, I shut them off because I don't waste electricity on them. I said, they're good, don't get me wrong, we use the ones we got. They're only good for certain points.
So do we want to tell Swan, yeah, we'll meet with them?
I wouldn't have a problem with it. If they can coordinate together sometime. I mean, that one could probably be done rather than, some night rather than just a select board meeting, couldn't it?
Right, and just be well, this isn't gonna be this is state reps, and this is just gonna be a bridge.
Right.
Yeah,
Talking
it's
money meeting.
someday,
County, get a hold of them.
yeah, see sometime, a couple of dates that might work for them and see if it could work for us.
Could either do a site view or.
Yeah, you're right, well, it's actually look.
Right, it might not be a bad idea to take that guy up
Meet
there.
here and then drive up,
Yeah.
or meet up there, but it'd be better to meet here and then drive up, or whatever.
Transportation Resilience Tool Training, CCD. Regional planning, do we want Kathy to attend that?
Is it something that'll be used?
No idea. Is there number 8 on there? Yeah, it's right here. This was
You do bike riding or four-wheeler?
Well, I'm thinking of buying my own portalet, installing it down by the road with a $1 thing to use it. And you know, door won't open, let's put a buck in and then pay for maintenance and cost. But I figured it'd be easier than run a hot dog stand down there and not compete against East Fairfield.
So what was that training, the CCV training?
Roads and it's on one of these things. I
some
saw
sort
something.
of mapping interface. Is there number 8? Little tab on top.
Yes, this would be. Apparently she's sick too.
Again?
Sensitive.
She was here today.
Apparently not long. Couldn't remember.
Doesn't look like wrong.
It looks like it will work, it looks like it's only one day.
That's what I thought it was too.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, if there's a week or something, it'd be different. She can sign up St. Albans, June 22nd, that's not very far away.
Yeah, that's what she
That's
wants for
what she's
22nd.
looking for.
Yeah.
I think it wouldn't be a bad thing.
As long as she doesn't get it over there.
I was gonna try to implement too much stuff after.
Yeah.
I'll keep it simple.
Somewhere it is. Insurance thing, we need to have a discussion next time. How much?
A little bit of executive session.
Digger's riding the rail trail. Bike out.
Take the four-wheeler and follow.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it.
Just
He
not
probably has a motorcade. With his pickup.
Yeah. Fit right in.
Yeah, what's somebody tell me they aren't making those Ford Lightnings right now? They've had problems with them or something, they've suspended. This is somebody telling me, I don't know if this is true or not, but Jim Cameron the other day was up Carl's with his new Rivian.
Yeah.
That's quite the beast. Bought it online. I said, how do you maintain it? He said, they have a guy that goes around New England if there's problems, and if there's real problems, they come up with a truck, bring one to you and load that up, take it to.
What is it, electrical?
Yeah. Kind of funny, you open up the hood, there's this great big open air storage area. Behind the back seats, there's a big storage area on both, you can open doors on both sides, put like a 6-foot level, skis, whatever the heck you wanted into it. It's quite a. That was cheaper than that Lightning, that Ford Lightning thing, like $30,000 or something. That's telephone numbers to me.
Anybody have an issue with their vacation?
I don't. As long as everything's ready for. Yeah.
Northwood should be closing up
I
by
don't
then.
think she needs, I mean, probably more Tyler and,
And North Road needs to be Mo or one of us. She doesn't need to be super involved with it.
Right, that's what I said, doesn't.
I would say Mo would be the contact.
Yeah.
That's afterwards anyways, Grace is always.
Yeah. Well, they got
Should be
very
all
well
done.
to do it. Yeah.
Good.
If you guys happen to run into anybody that really likes animals, there's an animal control position that's willing to step aside. We've had
Well, maybe.
a dog biting on the rail trail, and I had to go find out whose dog it was, and it just ridiculous. He's still ain't done. I gotta track him now.
The guy that owns the dog.
Yeah. Both parties were very good to work with, but just pain in my ass.
Maybe we should tell Chuck that's his starting point.
There you go.
Yeah,
He
that
might
would
be a
his
good.
starting point.
He might be a good one for that, because then we had a lady who complained about her neighbor's dog barking when I asked her to call me or give me some more details. Never heard anything. And almost had to rescue 11 ducklings. I called the game warden and said, here, you deal with that. So, yeah, I'm serious though, if anybody finds somebody who wants to deal with it, you find some
Maybe
guy that likes it.
Chuck said he's got some people that wanna do things.
Oh, yeah.
I've got enough on my plate. If they're all like, even the rail trail one, they were good people, everybody was happy and worked together, but
There'll be more of that in there with the people using it. I mean, there's a lot of them bicycling it.
well, and that's the lady who made the complaint, her dog got attacked or whatever, and she said, I'm not, didn't want the guy's dog destroyed or anything, but she's like, I realize it's a rail trail in the back of everybody's yard. This dog has always gone outside, never been an issue, and now there's 1,000 people running up and down behind them.
You know, he could have realized that, or she has, so they gotta continue.
No, and they were good, and
Yeah.
I believe he's got a run up now, I'm waiting for him to prove his shots, or update his shots, but.
Does that maybe have a problem, so? You know? With the lawyer?
I was here the day she called him. Yeah, he pretty much just, don't make it bigger than it is. Take your time, provide the stuff, the minimum required. Yeah, that one sounded like quite a,
So I'd like to go to an executive session and have a brief employee discussion.
sure.
Are we all done?
We,
I think
we
we're
pretty
all
much
done.
covered everything, haven't we?
Yeah, we've gone through a checklist.
Yeah. So you make the motion,
I'll make the motion to go to executive.
I'll second it. And this is for employee issue?
Yep.
Yep.